AM, let's hit the throttle. Oh my God, yeah, hands going up. Let's hit the dance floor again.
Wild like.
Hello, welcome to The Wild Review. I'm The Wild Reviewer, and today I'm going to review a thing. Welcome back to the Ripoff Trilogy. Yay! Last week I talked about a movie called Plan B, the ripoff film of the animated movie, The Bee Movie. If you'd like to check that out, there will be a link in the description to that little video. Today I'm going to be touching upon another ripoff movie called What's Up? It's basically Up, in a different sense. It's got a house that flies, both with balloons and without balloons, and the rest is just complete crap. I nearly died while watching this movie. I almost lost brain cells. Actually, no, I lost a few. I even lost a little bit of weight while watching this movie. I don't even know how that's possible. So let's dive right into the second part of this trilogy. Let's watch What's Up? A horrible title that really has nothing to do with the film whatsoever, other than to remind you that it's basically just a ripoff of Up.
Your team is always ready to save the world from monsters. Even though they sometimes get prank monster calls, nothing keeps the fearless and always smiling Dr. Crumb and his team from...
Well, I'm assuming this ties into the movie somehow. Don't know why, it's just footage of some of our main characters. I mean, unless this is basically the introduction of our main characters, watching them on TV, I guess.
Imagine that within this infinite universe, we are no longer alone.
You just do that out of normal? We see you doing that. Do you normally do this? I don't think so. I think something's wrong here. You think nobody's watching, but guess what? We are all watching you. We have eyes like hawks. I have eyes like a beagle, actually. I can't see very well.
But he's not just about spectacular contributions to science. He also happens to be the uncle of the lovely and most eligible young lady in our city, Amanda.
Wait, why is she eligible? How is she special? What's the connection here? What's going on?
Luis Gustavo, I'm Guto, and I'm no mascot. I'm a big part of the team.
I'll even be a bigger help once I figure out how to match my mouth with my words. I've already done this joke before, but I mean, you need to sync the words with your mouth sometimes. It helps the movie.
These are live images of the surface of Venus. Don't you think it's a thrill to behold?
Oh yeah, it's sure a thrill. I especially like the 1 second where the screen goes entirely black.
Excuse me, doctors, do you have anything to say about your latest super invention?
Good afternoon, everyone.
Whoa! That guy just cut the other guy off.
Good afternoon, everyone. First, I'd like to thank you.
Can you let him talk? I mean, he's a scientist as well. That's pretty rude there.
Uncle Crumb, hey, we're over here.
Whoa! You mean to tell me they were in the house this whole time?
What a twist! Those of you watching at home, listen to what old Dr. Crumb told you. Whatever you do, remember, don't try this at home.
Yeah, don't try to make your house fly. 'Cause who would be crazy enough to actually make their house fly?
You get the door, pal. But I got the teapot from the kitchen. I made the tea.
Amanda, would you be so kind as to answer the door?
Of course I will, Dr. Zooks. But next time you get it, Guto.
Yeah, screw it. I don't need you anymore.
I just saw you flying on the television, up and down, and I came right away. I need the monster chasers. I encountered a terrible monster.
You know, they keep saying that these two guys fight monsters. I fail to see how they are able to fight monsters. They just look like a bunch of scientists that do experiments. How are these monster fighters? I mean, you can tell at least with the Ghostbusters that they look like Ghostbusters. Hell, actually, these two look like Ghostbusters with their outfits that they wear later on in the film. Hey, look at this. They look exactly like the Ghostbusters.
We'll get that monster, Jean-Pierre. Oh, Jean-Pierre.
I'd say this is beginning to smell like a trap.
Wow, those are really cool dance moves. Hey, let's all do them. Come on.
Lavender!
Oh, okay. He says lavender and a hot air balloon arrives. Evil! Ah! How threatening!
I just want to go back home. I should never have been in the same house as you.
Jesus Christ, that's a bit harsh. The child's upset and you wish not to be in the same house with him. What kind of person are you? What the hell does this have to do with a flying house? What does any of this have to do with the movie about a flying house? I mean, I know it's called, like, the Big Balloon Rescue, right? There's more to this title, but what does this have to do with anything? I can mistake this for a regular movie. The only reason why it's a ripoff of Up is because of the house flying. I don't understand what any of this contributes to.
But how did you discover that, Dr. Crumb? Does that supersonic radar scan that far? No, I just put the words attack and monster into Google, and voila!
That's very scientific of you, typing in your scientific problems into Google, because you're a true scientist. So, nobody is seeing this? Nobody in this town seeing this? I would expect that the military and authorities would already be on this little issue. Do they just not care? Is it like a special holiday where they all take off? Did no one decide to come to the Eiffel Tower today? Is that also something?
Hey, want a cookie?
That's a cookie? That doesn't look anything like a cookie. That looks like a little red candy bite.
Why don't you obey me for once in your life? Go to your room this instant. I don't want to hear any more of your back talk. What big sisters are for? Forget it. Go to your room right now. Okay.
And stop kicking that cup that should really be shattering into pieces because it's made out of glass.
So this is something a bit weird here. It's also a little bit ironic. This is a little history fact to you, but people believe that the Great Wall of China was built so this way it could block off any monsters that were going to come into the town. So this is a bit ironic that monsters are on the Great Wall of China. It's a bit weird.
Come and get it! I want to do the monster mash!
Please keep a very popular song reference out of this movie. Please. Just stop.
Junky camera made in China. Battery dead already.
I don't want that Chinese guy in there with my monsters. He didn't even say anything when I showed him the cookie.
Did you try showing him a fortune cookie? That could work. Yes, we will, Master.
Definitely will, Master.
My God, these voice dubs are awful. Like, really awful. Like, the Little Panda Fighter had better dubs than this. At least they tried to fit with the mouths.
Perfect, China. I promise to give you some Moo Goo Gai Pan when we get back to the house.
So, in the end, the monsters are brought back to where they came from, the bad guys put away, And we get like 3 minutes of talking, and that's the end. That's What's Up. I'd like to say that was probably worse than Plan B. I mean, sure, What's Up has a little plot going on, but I mean, it's just, wow, really bad. Just out of the park bad. And that's the second movie in this little rip-off trilogy. What's the final movie? What is the worst movie out of all that? Not the worst movie out of all this, because this one might actually have a chance, but what is the third and final installment of this little rip-off trilogy? That'll be shown next week, so make sure you tune into that. Again, the first rip-off film in this whole trilogy is in the description, as well as the Little Panda Fighter, which kind of inspired all this. Thank you for watching The Wild Review on The Wild Reviewer, and I'll see you next week to where we look at our final rip-off film in this little trilogy.
Because I want to introduce you to my new boyfriend.
Hello, everybody. But did you really have to pick someone who might be smarter than me?
Why?